Okay, so congratulations on South by, and I also wanted to thank you for sharing your film with us. And my first question is actually for Adam and your process on composing the music for the film.
Oh yeah, it's a great question. So we actually picked out songs that I had made all during high school, during the actual time frame of the footage for the film. I did a lot of producing music throughout high school, and we decided to do that, and it was really fun for me to do that because that was like really the primary way I was expressing myself during the time frame of the footage that you see in the film. It's where I was putting all of my emotions and my reflections and my creativity, non-verbally, but it just meant a lot to me. It was like my whole world then. And so it lines up with the footage very naturally to me. And we took those songs, I edited them, a little bit and improved them for the film, but we felt strongly that we wanted to do that rather than like create new songs for the film because it was just such a natural kind of cohesion with myself in the footage.
That was beautiful. Thank you. And as director, can you talk about the editing process that you had? In the notes, you had labeled them as like your motherhood archives, and
Hmm.
I thought that was very beautiful. Did you have a certain way where you sorted your home videos and everything, or how did that process come to be?
Well, I am an archivist at heart. I've been filming and photographing from the time I was a little kid. And having a camera and filming is a natural part of our family life. So that said, we clearly had a massive amount of footage. Um, the Motherhood Archives in specific is kind of those flashback moments in the film where it's almost like the viewer is given entree into kind of like my memories and my thoughts in those moments. Um, we really had a beautiful collaboration in the way that we edited the film, working with our editor, Christina Matwani, and also our producer, Britt Fryer, and occasionally our story consultant, Carter Sickles, would come in. The film, from the verite standpoint, was the part that Christina handled, and then I edited the more kind of artistic moments with the time lapses and the motherhood archive kind of flashbacks. But as a team, we really made decisions collaboratively, and we would
Hmm.
meet weekly on Zoom, sometimes for 8 or 10 hours, and talk through like every scene in the film. And then Christina would go back and create another rough cut, and the decisions were made uh, partly as a team, also because Adam and I are so intimately involved in the story. We really needed outside perspectives.
Hmm.
And Britt and Carter are both trans men, so to also kind of bring in the other perspectives.
That's beautiful. When you said you did your moments, did that include like you had a little montage of Adam sleeping throughout like the years in
Mhm.
bed? Because that was
Yeah.
just like I was like, wow, that really doesn't capture the moment of you seeing them grown, and it's like, but your little baby.
Yeah, yeah,
That was
that's one of my
beautiful.
motherhood archives.
That one was beautiful. I guess with it being the collaborative project, and you having the vetoing power, Adam, was there anything that you fought to keep in?
Oh yeah, actually, the stalking scene at the very end, we originally in a late edit had taken most of it out. And I was like, no, we need to put it back in and have it be again a longer scene and a scene that shows more vulnerability and tension here. because I just I felt strongly that I wanted people to see me advocating for myself, but I also wanted people to see um, the empathy and care that is in understanding both processes. So in this specific scene, but I also mean like in the movie in general, I think not only my parents trying to understand my process of asserting myself and accepting me, but me being accepting of their process of kind of unlearning attachments that they had created in memories of me from like a toddler that don't even mean anything to me, and stuff, places where they were making meaning, and that are valid and important. And the key is that process, the understanding both of those processes, it's rooted in love and care and respect. It would be different if it was disrespectful. um, but yeah, it was important to me to leave that space open for both of our voices, because it's transition. It was the whole family changing, even though it comes from me, and it's the whole family perceiving each other.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it. I guess with it being South by, is there anything you guys are looking forward to seeing at the festival? Anything that you're watching? It's on your watch list.
You go ahead, Mom.
There's two other films about trans lives. Lucina Fisher, who's somebody I know, a director, is directing who directed The Dads. And there's also a film called Mickey that I'm looking forward to seeing. Um, we're super excited about South by because it's a large and diverse audience, and our film I think will appeal very strongly to teenagers, and also to parents. The trans theme within the film is only one of the themes. It's just really about universal experience of being a parent, learning to let go of expectations, and also the universal experience of being a teen, from both of our perspectives. So I think we have the, um, you know, I think that it will appeal on many levels.
Yeah, yeah. Bouncing off that, I mean, I also, as someone who enjoys music, I can't wait to see and discover some small bands at South by Southwest. That's just like, I love going to concerts, and with our film in particular, I wanted a diverse set of people to see it because I think it's a very universal film, and South by Southwest gives us that opportunity. So
Yeah.
I guess one of my final questions in like the transition that you had a lot of people that you kind of looked up to and that they had their own stories and journeys. How do you feel that you're now adding to it, that you are sharing the story, getting the conversation going? I do think while they were hard conversations to have with family, to be able, as an outsider, to be able to peek in and be like, wow, the vulnerability within the family to share this with other people. I guess just uh, knowing that you can be that for somebody else, I guess. How would you
thank
like to
you.
comment
Yeah.
on that?
Yeah, I mean, I am incredibly happy and grateful to be able to contribute to that narrative, because and we're really lucky to have that footage to be able to share. That is really what I'm grateful about, because I want I know as a teenager, I really wanted to see a story of someone who was like me, with my identity growing and growing, not only transitioning, but just growing in general, with joy, and also with the tension that comes with just growing up and being in a family and leaving that family. Um, I also want it to be recognized that like this is my unique perspective on my transition, and I don't want to like speak for all trans people. I just want it to be a story for both trans and non-trans people alike to see a teen growing in joy and have that really create respect and unconditional love for other trans teens.
Thank you. Well, that's technically all my questions wrapped up. Um, can continue if you guys would like, but babe, did you have any more questions? That is all that I have for you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Congratulations on South by. Can't wait to see you there. Did you guys want to plug in on any further festivals or where they can find you?
Well, we'll be going to CPH Docks in Copenhagen after South by Southwest, and then we are going to Ann Arbor Film Festival in Michigan. So, and there are many, many festivals lined up that have yet to announce, but we've got a robust schedule. So, definitely follow us on our socials, and the website is adamsapplefilm.com.
Yeah, we have links to Instagram and everything on the website there.
On the website. Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.